Okay, we are back with Anne with an E, Season 2, Episode 2. I'm excited to get into it. I can't lie, like, I really just hope this storyline with the boarders or whatever, the thieves, the con artists wraps up, because I don't know, I just want it to be done. I would much rather see, like, the people we've already come to know and development there, like with, you know, people from school and people in the community, whatever. So, hoping that wraps up pretty soon. But, you know, I'm excited. I'm intrigued. Again, everybody says season 2 and 3, so I'm like, okay, geez. What is going on in season 2 and 3 that everyone is like, you're gonna live? So, this is my little, look today. I have my braids, and then also, didn't know that I had puff sleeves, kind of, sort of. And I'm kind of living. Again, the only thing that gets me to make these legit, like, if nobody was commenting on those videos, I simply would not make them. So if you like these, if you want me to continue, let me know. Let me know your thoughts about the show, about my thoughts about the show, about the reaction. I read a comment and then I'm like, okay, I'll film. So keep doing that. If you like these, keep letting me know. Keep commenting. I do have a Patreon where full-length reactions to Anne with an E are, and you will get those earlier than you would get the YouTube edit. And it's just a full watch-along, the full episode, uncut, unedited, watch-along with me. The Patreon will be linked in the description if that interests you. And yeah, let's get going. Anne with an E, Season 2, Episode 2. Hello? This is Gilbert's adventures, I'm sure? Oh my gosh, what a change of pace. So beautiful. Oh my god, I love this for him. I wonder, is that I'm trying to figure out, did they actually film that on a location or is that a green screen? And if it's an actual location, did they enhance the water? Because it just looks crazy. Wow. Ugh, beautiful.
Salt? What's wrong with that?
They're basically like talking about like white people don't season correctly. And you know, that's a correct assumption most of the time.
Throw in some onions, garlic, okra, a pigtail, and then the crab, and a whole pimento pepper.
Ugh!
Never had a hot pepper in my life.
Yeah, you. Your little dry up body will go to war against itself.
I think I could handle it.
Still got more flavor from one spoonful every Sunday than you had in your whole life from the sounds of it. The secret ingredient. Salt.
That is so funny.
Boy, since you're already sniffing around my horse, go into the stable and fetch us some feed.
I am not your boy. I am a free man, sir, since 1834.
Period.
I'm sure you can find assistance inside the hotel.
Period. Also, boy, like that's a grown man. You know what I mean? I thought he was talking to Gilbert by saying boy. Ugh. Nasty. You know, he's putting up a fight for like my least favorite character.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Fight!
I mean, he could probably tell her anything, right? It's not like she actually knows. Although she is very smart, so maybe if she's been reading.
Why can't I see it?
It's not your fault, Pipsqueak. In fact, it's mine, and I apologize. You just don't have an expert eye.
Please, don't give up on me.
I hate this. I hate this with a burning passion.
Oh yes, there it is. You're right, Nate. Called exquisite.
That is sick, and I might cry. That makes me so mad.
Don't you just look like a bright, shiny penny this morning?
How dare you not follow through with this thing with Marilla? Like, if you're gonna flirt with Marilla, like, well, not him. Don't actually. But you know what I mean? I'm like, girl, let Marilla have real love or at least real passion, please.
I agree with Mr. Dunlop. Pass the celebratory.
Matthew's sus, is he not?
Now,
Matthew and I are undecided.
Oh, period.
We worked very hard for that harvest money.
And you just had a whole financial disaster, so.
your caution is absolutely right.
She does look a lot older. I wonder how much time was in between filming season 1 and 2.
Children. So precious. So expensive.
You can't possibly expect to be his equal, Anne. He's an adult and a scientist. That's just book learning, though. And you've already proven you're good at that.
So true. Actually, that's a great point.
You have something else.
What good is an imagination if I can't see what's right in front of my eyes?
How dare this
Crouch
little
looks like a skeleton.
disgusting man make her question her mind.
Evil skeleton that lives in the haunted forest.
She's like, what good is my imagination? Starts on this.
Why are they clutching with us now?
Jerry looks older too. Jerry, connect the dots. My sweet boy. Oh, period. I don't know, there's something I love about that. Like, putting your milk in a cold stream or something. Like, I'm just like, period.
Throw the ball back, bud.
Not the bud.
Hey, sissy.
Girl.
Wanna play? No, I wouldn't. Thank you, though.
I love this journey for Gilbert, but I am frustrated that he won't be in school. You know what I mean? I'm sure he'll come back, but...
Honors his word.
I think the entire poem is shameful. They should be tarred and feathered.
Josie?
Guinevere is married to the king, not Lancelot. Can't you skip to the part where Elaine's pure and true love turns most tragical?
No. Do not interrupt me again.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, everyone looks so much older. Wow.
You have not lost me. Cole?
I'm fighting off a gnat
What have you got there?
in this figurative world and in the literal world.
Cole!
My apologies, Mr. Phillips.
Are you doodling? While I'm tirelessly dedicating my life to your education. Blackboard. Now!
Ah! Yeah, those two are neck and neck for motherfuckers I hate. I hate y'all. You're the absolute worst. Oh, period. It's legible, all right. He's gonna be like, it's sissy and frilly and fruity.
Less flourish.
Why are you walking me through all this delectable temptation?
You have the taste, but we just do it real food.
How about I go back so I have something to compare it to?
Patience, boy. It's a mango. Prepare for an experience.
Oh my god, he's never had a mango? That's crazy. Wow. What a concept. I mean, it makes sense when you think about it, but that's just so, wow. Kind of makes me grateful for things that we take for granted now. Like, I love that I have eaten mangoes, you know what I mean?
Who is this boy you bring here looking like a wet fowl? What name they christen you?
Gilbert Blythe, ma'am.
Gilbert is just getting roasted 24/7. It's kind of funny.
They don't feed you on that boat, Gilbert Blythe?
Is he stealing?
No, Dudu. Remember Jesus said, we have to help people. The men just hungry.
Oof.
You could come back tomorrow.
No, that is enough charity. If you come here again, you're looking for trouble.
Oh, that is brutal.
Glad to see you enjoying the fruits of slave labor. My family never left that plantation. She raised them children. Hardly know.
I'm really interested that they're touching on this. I did not predict that. I didn't really predict them touching on any other topics other than... Well, I mean, there's a lot of topics within feminism, but if you're thinking of, like, social topics... Marilla. Oh my god, am I gonna have to do that hairstyle one of these videos? I love this for her. I wish she would just do it for herself and not a man, especially not that man, but period, she loves it. Matthew's like, you haven't changed your hairstyle once in your entire life, so I'm a little confused as to what's happening.
I think he's more sad and handsome than lonely.
That is really funny.
There's no boy more sad and handsome than Gilbert Blythe.
Probably true. Oh my god.
Just how he...
Wow, this is too relatable.
Diana has strawberry tarts.
Girl, the strawberry tarts though, like, you know, you can't expect me to forfeit those. Girl, your whole friend group is coming over with you to, like, be with a guy that you...
Why, of course, Prissy. I'd love to join you and the older girls for lunch.
She has a little crush, probably, and then she gets to spend time with him, but with all her besties. That's, like, best case scenario.
Cats. Mr. Gilbert, look.
Oh.
I read English.
Sorry. I do play now.
No, Jerry, it's not about you! Oh, that makes me really sad. Jerry was excited to tell him, too. Not her scaring herself with her own imagination, I can relate.
I believe a terrifyingly evil curse has befallen Avonlea. Pervades every alcove and crevice, every tree. What does she want? Us.
Ruby!
Thank you, Ruby. I take your tears as the highest compliment. I better get home too, it's getting dark. But you haven't heard the ending yet. I haven't thought of it, but it promises to be very sinister.
They're like, I don't want to hear.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
What the fuck is that supposed to be? A fox?
Hello.
Ooh! Ooh! That was horrifying. I think that was supposed to be, like, magical, but to me that was horrifying. Oh my god, the rainbow.
Mr. Dunlop.
Man. He's more interesting to me than the other one. The other one is, like, very mustache-twirling villain. He seems to be at least a little bit more cognizant or, like, remorseful or has qualms about it a little bit. Or at least thinks about it.
Judy is a storyteller to finish it.
He loved a good scary story.
Period. Again, giving very me.
Author should have the latest and most stylish of writing tools. I'd like you to have this.
Tell me why my brain was like, oh yeah, typewriter. Girl.
She'll cherish this always.
Hello? Is anyone home? What is going on with Matthew? Is it just that he's suspicious? Because he just seems so subdued, gloomy. Unless, like, it's carryover from the season 1 finale where he tried to take himself off the playing board. I'm sorry. Like, maybe people live for the storyline. I just want it to be over. Like, it's just, like, pissing me off.
I've invited a few more guests, if you could make arrangements accordingly.
Exactly how many? Cakes aren't made by magic elves, dear.
I shall need to secure Thomas Lynn's before he can...
Ghosts. Fiddlesticks. You'll stay here and nothing untoward will happen.
Of course, Marilla. Like, I don't know, it just makes me mad. I'm just like, and I get that that's the point. But seeing all these people that for the most part we've grown, like, attached to, or see as generally, like, good people, getting taken advantage of like that is like, sickening. And not in a good way. I don't like seeing Matthew like this. Like, I hope it's leading to him being suspicious and figuring them out, but it's very unsettling to me. Get away from her!
Oh, you can at least try to have some fun.
I'm actually, like, gonna cry. I'm so mad. It's making me want to cry.
You change your hair.
Ooh. Like, how fucking dare he? Like, just knowing everything that Marilla's been through, I'm like, she does not need you to be taking advantage and, like, preying on insecurities and loneliness. Like, this, this house is giving Bridgerton location.
That hairstyle suits you.
Like, I love this for her, generally speaking. It just makes me want to throw up. I'm like, I love this for her, generally speaking. Okay, period. She's feeling herself. She's exploring new styles, as she should. She's feeling good. She's slaying. But it's like, for that nasty little disgusting man, ugh. But hopefully maybe, like, it'll teach her to do more of that type of stuff for herself, rather than anyone else, maybe?
Don't you just look like a bright, shiny penny this evening?
Oh, well. Thank you.
Oh.
Are you enjoying the party?
Period. You're not slick. You're not slick. I'm getting triggered by real life experience. Word will always get back to people. If you're using the same lines on multiple people, they will find out. Again, this guy is more interesting to me. I wish both of them were a little bit more complex. Or we, like, knew a little bit more about them. Especially if it is going to be a long plot that's overarching.
Does that man have no sense of moderation? Oh, there is no. Would you consider?
Diana's family is questionable consistently. They go up and down. But Diana's so pure.
I will take the matter up with my wife. I would never make such a bold decision on
Period. He knows better. As he should.
I plan to do is buy land in Avonlea.
Yeah.
The second thing I plan to do is test my soil.
They obviously didn't discuss this. Is it part of the... As you should.
Your house is filled with things almost as pretty as you.
Period. Exactly. Also, she's like literally like 4. You're so disgusting!
Or the cry of the unearthly creatures I've called into being.
And, or is it just to get them on board? I can't tell what's going on with Mr. Dunlop. Like, is he like actually having second thoughts and he's gonna betray his little partner, or is this all just part of it? Classic.
His brain is clouded by pastry and a red-headed little brat. Jonesy killed 5 guys, cheated at cards with a blade, and another just for scuffing his boots.
Oh. Oh no. And...
One day you may come to regret the license you've given your imagination.
Oh no, Marilla.
It's a blessing and a curse.
My time in the asylum might have been bearable if I'd have conjured you and Matthew.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Perfect home.
Was it a success? Your party? Did you secure the number of investments you were after?
We made it very pretty.
He made it very pretty. Wow.
How many tests have you underwritten?
He certainly isn't talking to his wife about decisions.
The girls will be finished.
Agreed. I mean, the amount of money that he's setting himself up to lose is crazy. Not the little Pat. Like, ugh. Women's intuition. Like, she knows. And of course she's encouraged not to listen to it. And leave it all to him.
Anne's dark imagination is contagious.
Oh.
I want us. Give Anne a farm.
That's a good point, too. I hadn't thought about that, really.
Mine it after we're gone.
I agree entirely.
Period. Again, y'all will win just by being good people. And I love that.
I thought for sure my end had come.
I think it's time. You best be getting to sleep. You're safe here. I promise.
Yes and no. Ugh, okay. I'm like, it's like making me feel better to see Matthew with a little, like, emotion or life in him.
There was this girl back in Avonlea. Anne. One time I called her. She was a redhead. Fiery temper.
She should have done more than what.
I wonder if I'll ever see her again.
No, I could cry.
How long you plan to stay on this ship?
I don't know. I want to go wherever the spirit moves me.
Ugh. It feels like your spirit is moving you back to Anne. Just saying. If you're thinking about it like that, like...
If I go back home, I may never be able to leave.
Boy, you call that a problem?
Mm-hmm.
Some
Having
of
a
us
home.
ain't have no home.
Yeah. He's very prolific. Wow. What is this gonna be? Okay. Don't tell me he's gonna be in love with Anne. Oh no! Okay, period. That's a big fat period. You killed that. Oh my god, are we gonna get a love triangle with 2 men vying for Anne? Did he... Yeah. I can't do this. Oh my... She's pretty... It's too wholesome. There's too many good people getting accordingly good things happening to them and good relationships. It's what they deserve. Okay, I like that episode, I think, better than the first episode of this season. I really do like Bash as a character, new character. There's a lot of really, really interesting topics and themes to explore brought up by him. So I really like and appreciate that. That is something that I'm loving. Bringing him in seems to be adding a lot to it. I like Bash and Gilbert too. Like, I really do like their relationship. It's just, I wish Anne could be there too. You know what I mean? Like, or I wish they were both in Green Gables or something. Maybe they'll find a way to, like, work together in Green Gables or something. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Bash will find his forever home at Green Gables too. Like, maybe he can be, like, kind of like a surrogate older brother father figure. I mean, he could come and live with Gilbert, could he not? Does that house still belong to Gilbert? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how long this thing is gonna last, and I would like it to end sooner rather than later, because it's just frustrating more than anything else. But the topics that it brings up with Diana's parents, very interesting, and I love to see it. That's a very interesting dynamic to explore in this time, especially. And as much as we've seen a lot of issues of misogyny, feminism, things of that nature, we haven't really seen this particular dynamic of a married woman having a husband who doesn't quite fully see her or fully respect her, like, as a human being, low-key. So I like what that's bringing up. And it also, like, he's giving me such the ick. I'm like, I'm like, Diana's mom is so right to be suspicious of this, and you're gonna spend all your money and then some on this. And for your sake, I kind of am happy that you're gonna be proven so wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, but then that affects Diana, the rest of her family, which I don't want. I thought the little girl, Minnie May, seeing Fuckface put something in his pocket was really good. Kids be noticing stuff. Marilla just breaks my heart. I love to see her like this. I love to see her with that spark, that excitement, doing things more for herself, exploring, like, femininity and her looks and, you know, that type of stuff. Love that journey for her. I just wish it wasn't attached to this man. And I also want to say, it's not because he's, like, younger than her at all. It's because he's a terrible person, it seems. You know what I mean? Oh, speaking of terrible people, fucking Mr. Phillips. Okay. I can't even get started on that. Ooh, new student, I think. That's a new actor, at least. The drawer, I didn't catch his name, but he's very interesting as well. The dynamic just brought up with, like, maybe a love triangle, maybe him liking Anne. Wow. Juicy. Because then when Gilbert comes back, it's gonna be like, oh my god. But yeah, no, he seems really sweet. He's very interesting. He's very much kind of like a, if Anne were quiet and a boy. You know what I mean? Like, he gives that same kind of energy of just sticking out a little bit, not being quite like everyone else, not thinking quite like everyone else, but good-hearted, sweet, gets bullied, that type of stuff. So I like him. I like him and Bash a lot. Like, I think those are characters that I'm interested to see. I love to see. The two grifters, like, again, the Mr. Dunlop is a lot more interesting and intriguing to me. I wish if they're gonna spend a lot of time on this, I hope it either wraps up, or if they were gonna spend time on this, like, I don't know, make them more interesting. Because again, it feels a little one note, the one guy. Like, I'm just Nate. It's just like, you're just a, like, awful, rotten person all around. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, you just are so terrible. Whereas Mr. Dunlop, it feels like he has a little bit more of a conscience, and maybe has, like, conflict, and maybe actually does like Green Gables and Avonlea, and, you know, I would like to know about, like, if they're gonna go into this and really have them be characters for that long, like, why are they doing this? Why are they the way they are? Like, are they just mustache-twirling villains? Or is there a reason that they're doing it? Do they need the money? What has their life been like? Not that it would change my feelings about them necessarily, like, overall, but it would just make the whole thing a lot more interesting, because it feels very, like, one-sided. Of, like, it doesn't feel like I'm getting much out of that dynamic of like, knowing they're the bad guys tricking the good people that we know and love. That just is frustrating to me. It doesn't, there's no intrigue there. It's just, like, annoying. You know what I mean? It's just, like, frustrating to see. So if they added a little bit more weight on the side of the grifters, maybe it would be a little bit more evenly balanced. I would like if Mr. Dunlop, like, turns against Nate and actually does become, like, a part of the community or something like that. I would live for that. But yeah, no, it just isn't giving me much. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like, okay, this is terrible. This is awful. I hate to see it. So, again, hoping that either wraps up or there's something added to that adds a little bit more intrigue. Matthew was weird all episode, and I was so relieved to see him acting a little bit more normal toward the end. That's the Matthew I know and love. That's my father, okay? Because I just was like, what is up with you? I am wondering how they're gonna figure out the con. You know, like who's gonna figure it out? Is it gonna be Anne? Is it gonna be Matthew? Is it gonna be the Minnie May? Like who is it gonna be? Marilla? Marilla started to like have some suspicions. Started to go, that's a little strange. So it's a little strange using the same line to someone else. Okay. So they're all like slowly becoming a little bit suspicious. There's, you know, their ears are pricked up a little bit at various points. So maybe it's all of them that figure it out. Maybe Jerry gets his memory back. But yeah, no, I just want them to figure it out. I just want them to figure it out. And then I just want them to keep expanding on the characters that we know and love, and like the new characters even that we know and love, like Bash and, oh, I don't know his name, I'm sorry. But like I'm excited for them. I'm interested in them. They're good people, it seems. It's just hard for me to like be interested in these people that are just so villainous. It's like, okay. Like, it's so cliche. You know what I mean? Especially Nate. Mr. Dunlop, again, like I said, more complex, more interesting, like that a lot more, because there's conflict, there's intrigue. But yeah, I would just rather them like focus on good people, you know what I mean? Or like complexities between people. Like even you could say Diana's parents are like good people generally speaking, but they have their shortcomings, they have their faults and flaws, like focusing on that tension in their marriage. Maybe Diana's mom realizing more autonomy, or you know, things of that nature. Jerry, we love Jerry. I'm so glad he's so glad he's learning to read and write and spell and everything. And yes, that's more like it, Matthew. Give him a little board. Like, okay. And yeah, I'm glad that was also resolved too, because I was like, I don't want Jerry to be like lingering, like thinking Matthew hates him and it's like some miscommunication, but no, they did defy expectations in that way, where again, they're just giving me what I want, where these good things are happening to good people and in these good relationships. Aside from the grifting storyline, which I think maybe is why I don't like it as much, there was like a point there where I just kept crying at everything. It was like Anne writing a thing to Gilbert, like, and Matthew doing like, I was just like, oh my god. And that's what's so like heartwarming about this show. So I hope there's some more of that. I know there will be, but I'm interested. I'm intrigued, kind of. But I will say that storyline needs to either like get more interesting or wrap up, in my opinion. I'm sorry if that's like a really unpopular opinion, but okay. So if you like this video, if you like all my Anne with an E videos, be sure to check out the Patreon in the description below. See if that is the type of thing that you want to subscribe to. And if not, comment, like, subscribe on the YouTube channel. The support is always welcome, always appreciated. And again, like I said, the thing that just keeps me going on these videos is the comments more than anything else. So let me know your thoughts about this season, about this episode, about these characters. If you disagree, agree with me, whatever it is, let me know. I would like to hear it. And I will see you for Anne with an E, Season 2, Episode 3. Bye!